Greetings, Super Nerd friends! Hailey and Becky, your vlogs were amazing, and I'm so happy to see you. It was wonderful, so thank you for those. Hailey, I loved your vlog. It was wonderful getting to see all the different places in Pullman that I actually am missing, kind of. I miss more of the memories than I do being in Pullman because it's not that fun of a place, honestly. And I'm impressed that you walked around so much in the hot, talking to your phone in front of people, and that you weren't embarrassed and or dying by the end. Although you did seem pretty thirsty. But it was really nice to see all the places, and it was funny because when you said something happened on that grate, I immediately knew that you were talking about the bee wasp thing. So that was fun. And Becky, I really enjoyed yours about time. I thought that was an interesting way to start off. I really liked your coughing for me being history nut, I guess, and to answer your question, I think that that is a rule that most historians know, that you need to start with the past, since we're so focused on the past that it's kind of the most important thing to us, even from the point of time that we were talking about, but I don't know if everyone knows. And speaking of that, I'll introduce myself, I guess, a bit more. My name is Alexis, as I said. I just got my bachelor's in history. I want to be a history professor, hopefully at a community college or university. I really enjoy history. I know that it won't make me much money, and pretty much whenever I say I'm a history major or I got my bachelor's in history, people say, "So you're gonna teach, right?" Which is frustrating, but I am, so it's kind of even more frustrating feeding a stereotype. But I am really excited to start teaching. I really love the subject, and I love spreading it to other people and hopefully inciting love in them too. I am also the one who suggested this project, being our YouTube nerd. I spend a lot of my day on YouTube, especially now that I don't have a job, but I think I'm subscribed to 55 channels, which is quite a few, and I watch YouTube now more than television. And I was going to go to VidCon this year, but I'm not going to be in Los Angeles like I thought I was, so I sold my tickets back. I bought one for Joshua too, but apparently he probably wasn't going to be able to go either. Besides that, I guess I'm nerdy about superheroes. I love superheroes, and Avengers was amazing. But I've been watching all of the movies recently, and they're all wonderful. And I did a 25-page paper about superheroes in the 60s, so that can tell you how much I enjoy them, I guess. My love of superheroes is part of why I suggested that we use SuperNerdFriends as our title. Super being super awesome, but also super as in superheroes, superpowers. Nerd being nerdy, I guess. We all have our different nerdinesses, and they kind of interweave together, that we can nerd about things together. And friends, obviously, we are friends. And we are really excited to make friends with other people through these vlogs, but also get to know each other better, so that'll be fun. I really wasn't sure about this project, honestly. Like, I thought it was a really fun idea, but I was getting sad that we couldn't talk to each other, and like for the week that we stopped talking to each other before we started these. But I'm really happy now. It was great getting both of your videos, and I was grinning the entire time. And it was so great to see you that I'm definitely sure now that this will be fun and that we should do this. Okay, so I was going to have my mom help me with this book picking part out of a hat because I wanted to be completely unbiased, but she's not here at the moment. She is still at work and going to tea with my grandmother for Mother's Day at her old folks' home. So I'm just going to do it. So without further ado, drum roll please. Dun, 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 dun. I'm using my red fedora. It will be Paper Towns by John Green. You probably think I cheated. So that'll be fun. I've actually kind of started reading that one. Like, I think I read the first couple pages when we were trapped in that that bookstore with the storm outside that was awful when we were visiting Becky. but I haven't read much, so that'll be fun. I'll take out all of my papers, so the next book that we read will be one of yours. We also need to figure out how often we're going to do vlogs about book groups, so if you guys have any ideas how frequent you think would be appropriate, let me know. Let me know when you all have your copy of Paper Towns so we can start reading it together. Hailey might be able to somehow work her magic and get one for all of us, and that would be great. And if not, I'm sure Becky and I can find them at some libraries, and I'm sure Hailey can too. Good news on the job front. I found a job at Domino's, which is not the greatest place, but at least I will have a job, which will be wonderful. My parents have kind of been frustrated with me. They haven't said anything, but I can feel the frustration, because so far all I really have been doing on break is this. Run around doing my quest in Skyrim. Not another dragon. Seriously? So yeah, that's been irritating to them. But I have been extremely bored. Like, really felt like I had nothing to do, so that was just me trying to fill in my boredom while I filled out a whole bunch of applications. So yay for job! And I should be able to start training tomorrow. Hailey, you and I need to discuss whether Becky gets a punishment or not. I kind of feel like giving her a free pass since it was her first video. And you both went over time that we suggested, but I really enjoyed both of your videos, and I think the timing is kind of stifling. I'd rather it just be as long as we want it to be. I guess under the 15 minutes that we're allowed to by YouTube, until they let us go longer for whatever reason they do that. So maybe keep it under 15 for now, but I don't really care how long your videos are, as long as they're jam-packed with wonderfulness, which they both were. So thank you. I'm really excited for that. And I feel like 5 minutes is actually kind of short, unless you speak as fast as John and Hank do. So I'm excited to see you guys again for your next video, and this is me done with video 2, signing off. Peace!